I hope you're all well. Today is Wednesday the 14th of February. Happy Valentine's Day everyone. And first of all, please excuse the lighting. I'm talking to you while I'm emptying the dishwasher and you know what the kitchen's like for the lights. And secondly, excuse my appearance because I'm having a chilled out morning and so I'm not dressed or brushed my hair or anything yet, but we're all friends here, it's all good. Why the dogs went out. Well, let's just open the back door and let all the dogs out. Hugo is okay, I think. He's been his normal self apart from constantly licking. But he's not came through for breakfast this morning, which isn't like him, so I need to keep a wee eye on him. I'm sure he's fine. I think his wound is just annoying him. A few people have mentioned why did we not get him recovery suit, and I'm like, I didn't really know what that was. I knew you got like baby grow type things for dogs for when they've been fixed and stuff, but obviously there ain't no baby grow in the world big enough for Hugo. But I didn't know about the actual recovery suits, and after a few people had mentioned it, I went online because I thought if there was such a thing for a dog Hugo's size, he's a Caucasian Shepherd if you're new here, then I didn't think there would be one big enough for him. But if there was, it would be extortionate. But when I went on and had a look, they have got them, well, it says it's for like a Newfoundland and St Bernard, which is a similar size to Hugo. And it was only £26. If I'd known that, I would have got it, because it cost me £20 for that inflatable ring that he never even wore because he took it off within the first 2 minutes. If you've not seen that, I'll put my last vlog in, it's hilarious. Spent ages trying to blow up this ring and get it on him, and 2 seconds later he went like that and got it off. So yeah, but anyway, other than that he's doing good. We just need to watch him like a hawk. We are going out today. We are going out on a Valentine's date, me and Jack, yay! So it'll need to be Brooke who keeps a close eye on them. Good thing about half term at school is A, lazy mornings, and B, got doggy sitter. So yeah, need to get Brooke to keep a close eye on them. But other than that, it's going to be good. I'll tell you in a minute where we're going to date. But thank you, Molly. I had just shut that door and Molly's now came in. Yeah, before I tell you about today, let's talk about yesterday, because in my last vlog I showed you the meal deal that we had got out of Asda for Valentine's Day, but because we're out today we were having it yesterday, and we decided the starter, the mushroom truffle arancini. I need to close that door again. Sorry, I grabbed a quick drink of water while I was at it. Yeah, we decided to start, it was going to be too much to have a starter, main and dessert all in the one sitting. So the mushroom and truffle arancini we decided to have as lunch. And I forgot to take footage of it. And I'm raging at myself because along with it, Jack had gone to, there's a wee South African deli near here. And the food that she does is amazing. It's called Lulu's after the owner. And her food is amazing. With it being South African, she tends to do like British / Scottish food with a South African twist, and it's amazing. It's expensive though, so it's only ever a wee treat. So he had nipped in there and picked up some of her Scotch eggs. Now, you're maybe thinking, Scotch eggs, so what? These are no normal Scotch eggs. Basically what she does, the egg, I don't know how she does it, but the egg that's in the middle is still runny when you cook it. The yolk is still soft. Normally Scotch eggs, because they've been cooked so many times, it's like solid. No, you cut through it and the yolk actually runs out the egg. It's amazing. But not only that, round the egg, instead of sausage meat, it's black pudding. And round that there's a very thin layer of chilli jam. And then you've got the breadcrumbs. Oh, you have never tasted a Scotch egg like this in your life. It is amazing. So yeah, for lunch we ended up having one of those and the mushroom truffle arancini. Now I have to say the Asda ones were much nicer than the M&S ones, we weren't overly keen on the M&S mushroom truffle arancinis at Christmas, but the Asda ones were really nice. And then when it came to cooking dinner, did Brooke not decide, oh, it's pancake day or Shrove Tuesday, I'm going to make pancakes to take to cadets. So earlier in the afternoon, she went into town and got the ingredients to make pancakes. Well, I'll say the ingredients, she got a couple of the ready mixed mixture that you just add water to. So she came back and started making them right as I was about to start making dinner. I was like, Brooke. But I had to let her go first because she was up against time for getting to cadets, and she was doing a nice thing, making them and taking them for everybody. So I took some footage of that. I'll pop that in for you now. Brooke is making pancakes the cheats way.
We're stress-free.
Well, I'm sorry that the ingredients would cost a lot more than...
That's true, actually. Very true.
Yes.
I don't know if it's like...
So,
Don't know. You'll find out once you start. Should you not have your...
There's a book,
What's up?
there's biscuits,
I
there's
don't
a
know,
bowl of
it's still
peanut.
lumpy.
Is it still lumpy? So what are you making the pancakes for?
Correct.
Cadets. She went all the way into town to buy the stuff to make to
They
take to
can't say I'm
cadets.
not nice to them right away.
Exactly. Looking not too bad.
Yeah.
First two ready.
My two ready.
Try to catch a pour in them this time.
This is not
Shake,
everywhere.
shake,
Gabby.
shakes. I think we tell that story every year, don't we?
Well, we didn't do anything for Pancake Day last year.
No, neither we did.
Or maybe the year before. When was the
I
last
can't
time we
remember
did
the last time we made them. I think it was when you were actually still into doing things with me. Yum.
it? Nice. Making direct eye contact with them.
Well, what's it like?
Just taste the pancakes.
Taste of pancake, that's good. Always a good thing. Oh, thank you. Yum. Nice.
The last time we made pancakes was my 14th birthday. Me and Judith made them.
Ah, right, okay. I wasn't involved then though. Right, go for it.
Oh my god.
Yay! I thought you were going to flip it. No, don't. Don't. Finally on the last one. It's only been about an hour. We can finally get our Valentine's dinner on. Look at that pile of pancakes. Ooh. Is the last one going to be the best?
No.
No. The last one's for me and Dad, isn't it?
No.
How did I know you were going to say that?
Because you didn't pay.
I offered.
Yeah, but you didn't.
So yeah, that was fun. You never get proper pancakes with that mixture, do you? They always end up looking like bits of rubber, or like crepes, but rubbery crepes. They taste nice, but they're not pancakes in my opinion. So she took them to cadets last night, but I've not seen her since, so I don't know how they went. And yeah, by the time she had finished making that, I'm like, come on. She took over an hour to make it. So yes, I was slightly delayed making dinner, but when I did, oh my god, it was so good. So I'll put the footage in while I'm talking to you. It was the sirloin steak with garlic butter, triple cooked chips and dauphinoise potatoes. Now, the triple cooked chips were amazing. You would not believe they had came from Asda and then been put in the oven. I would have done them in the air fryer, but I had the oven on for the dauphinoise anyway, so I just did them all in the oven. They were so good. So crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside. Oh, they were amazing. I don't know whether Asda do them like other times of the year, if they do them normally or not. I'll need to look because they were so good. But the steak was delicious and oh, it was just all so tasty. The only thing was, we were too stuffed to have the sticky toffee pudding. So that is still in the fridge, but that doesn't go out of date until the beginning of March. So we'll have that another time. We could have had it and I thought, I will not enjoy it the same because I'm not hungry for it. So we decided just to leave it. And while we were eating our dinner, we thought, oh, we're having a Valentine's meal, let's watch a rom-com. So we ended up watching Ticket to Paradise with George Clooney and Julia Roberts. We'd never seen it before and it was okay, it was a good wee film. It basically just run-of-the-mill rom-com type thing, but really enjoyed it. It was not the most exciting film in the world, but it was fun. So yeah, it was good. Right, I'm going to put this stuff away and I'll come back to you in a second when I'm unloading the bottom shelf. Oh yes, that was yesterday. And today we are going to the cinema because I'm not going to tell you the full story because yesterday I also recorded my craft and chat, which is going up today, and I told the whole story in that while I was diamond painting, so I'm not going to tell you the whole story about why we're going to the cinema. But basically I'd watched Stevens and Gretch family's vlog when we went to the cinema and I thought, how long has it been since I've been to the cinema? And I worked it out and it will be 4 years next month since I was last at the cinema. And yeah, if you watch the craft and chat, which I'll link for you, you'll find out why it's been that long. So I was like, I'm really in the mood for going. And then when I remembered that Brooke was on half term this week and it was Valentine's Day, I thought, right, we're going to the cinema. So we're actually going to go to the same cinema that I was at 4 years ago, and it's the Odeon Lux in Glasgow, at Glasgow Quay. It's the one that's got the reclining seats and things, so really looking forward to that. I have got my B12 injection at 11:30, so we're not going to go out anywhere until we go for that. It'll be the back of 11 before we leave. And then once I've had my injection, we'll head through. I have booked the cinema for, I think it's 2:10, and we're going to see the film Argylle, which I don't know an awful lot about, to be honest, but it was the only decent thing that was on. We didn't want to go at night because, you know us, we're early to bedders, so, and we like to chill out and watch telly for a wee while at night. We don't like being out late, so we thought if we go in the afternoon it'll work out better. So we are going to see Argylle. I think it's like a spy comedy type thing. It's something to do with an author who writes spy novels, and then the plot of one of her novels starts to actually happen and she gets involved in it. I don't know. We'll see what it's like. To be honest, it's not so much about the film, it's more just about the fact being out with Jack. So the cinema is booked, so I'll take you along with us, and we're planning to have some nice snacks and things while we're there. To be honest, we saw yesterday, I think, that Greg's, you know how much we love a Greg's, we're doing a Valentine's bake box, and we thought, oh, that was a brilliant idea, and it was £10, and we thought, great, we'll get that, have that as sort of brunch on the way there, and then we'll have a snack when we're at the cinema. Then when we looked at it, it's got like a steak bake and sausage rolls and a cheese and bean bake and all the good things. And then a vegan sausage roll and a vegan some other bake and some other vegan thing. And I'm like, but we're not vegan. Why would we want that? And there wasn't any sweet things in it. To me, a Valentine's tray bake thing should have some savoury pastries, like your sausage rolls and steak bakes and things, and then some cakes. It's a baker's. Why would they not have cakes in a Valentine's box? And they should have a normal option and a vegan option, because it's very rare, I would think, that people who aren't vegan eat vegan things. I know that vegans won't eat meat, so it just seems weird having it in the same box. I think they should probably have had a meat box, a meat-free box, and maybe a mixed box if there was a family that had, you know, mixed. Yeah, I thought it was a bit strange. So we're not going to get that. I don't know what we'll end up doing before we go, like, for something to eat. We might not have anything, we might just have something at cinema. And then when we're finished there, we need to go to Asda, our usual, on the way back, and we need to go to Pets at Home and stuff. But have you seen what Domino's are doing? Domino's have decided to put a cream egg inside their cookie dough to make a cream egg cookie. Ha! It sounds so sweet, but you just need to try it. When you hear something like that, you're like, I need to try that. So I think we're going to go to Domino's after Asda and pick up some of them. And we said to Brooke that we would get her a nice Domino's or something to thank her for watching the dogs all day for us. And Abby's been desperate to try the cream egg cookies as well. So I think that is the plan. So it's going to be a nice wee day out. We never get a day out together. So yeah, that is our plan. And I am going to go just now and finish doing bits and pieces in here, finish chilling out, and then I'll come back to you once I'm looking a little bit more presentable. Hello, so that's just after 11:30. I've had my B12. We are just about to head off, but we've stopped at the Builders Merchant because Granny Annie's wanting Jack to do work for her. So I just thought I would come on, let you know that's us on our way. I have dressed up a little bit today. I've put my earrings in that I made, my love heart earrings that I made. I've got this jumper on that Granny Annie gave me for Christmas, which is quite nice. I've got a necklace on, don't know if you can see that Jack's dad and his wife gave me for Christmas. I've got my blue skinny jeans. I put on a couple of the rings that I got from that Temu haul the other day, and I've even put on a bracelet and some perfume. Jack doesn't know what's happened today. I've not put makeup on, I'm not going that far. There's no use trying to polish a turd, is there? But yeah, I thought I'm gonna get dressed up. And do you know what? It's made me feel like buying more like costume jewellery. I said to Jack, I should get more perfume and jewellery and stuff if we're going to go out more. He's like, if we buy you perfume and jewellery, we can't afford to go out more. I was like, yeah, but it's me, it's cheap stuff that I buy. I don't buy expensive, proper stuff. I mean, you saw the price of the rings. It was 7 rings for about £2. But yeah, the perfume that I've got on is the only one that I've got, and I don't particularly like it. Anyway, that's him back, so I'll head off and I will see you when we get to Glasgow.
Jump into the car on a Friday night, I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town, I've never seen a sky so blue. We don't ever play it and the night is young, it doesn't matter what we do. There ain't nobody like, there ain't nobody like. You look so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me
That's us here, but we're an hour early, so we're not sure what to do. There's loads of restaurants around here, but nothing like, not any shopping or anything like that. So we're going to go into the cinema and see if there's somewhere in here we can just sit and... There's Costa! Not that we've just had one. See if there's somewhere here that we can just sit and have a drink or whatever. See, it would suit me, but not Jack, because he's driving. Oscar's Bar. There's no a sit down bit other than Costa, is there? No, what do you want to do? So we've got half an hour, we're just going for a wee wander. We've got half an hour before we're wanting to order our food and then actually get into our seats. So Mother Hubbard's is a famous fish and chip shop apparently with Robbie Coltrane on the front. Steak Lounge and Grill, Chihuahua. Nando's, love a cheeky Nando's. Take it that's just a seating area, fancy seating area. That used to be a cafe, I take it it's not now. Yeah, let's just go wander along the quay. Believe it or not, those flats cost an absolute fortune because of where they are. So over there is the Hilton that we stayed at that time that I was last at the cinema. And the Hydro's over that way as well. Not a very nice day, unfortunately. But that's the Clyde, the River Clyde. Carvery and Pottery. Well, we're going Potter.
No.
No. Is that the Kingston Bridge?
Yeah.
The famous Kingston Bridge. You hear about that every day on the radio at rush hour because the traffic doesn't move. There's the bingo. Let's go for a game of bingo. House. We've got the gym.
Specifics there.
Yes. We sure have. Right. Oh, that looks good. Finn Wolfhard, that's his name. Mind we couldn't mind. That looks good, the new Ghostbusters.
And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. Talking about yourself and you make me smile. I can listen all night long. I tell you about the time when I first met you, listening to a favorite song. Walking on the street when you caught my eye, something about the way you move. No, there ain't nobody like, there ain't nobody like. So lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high.
It's still weird coming out the cinema and it's light. Well, what did you think? It was a good film. When I was trying to describe it to my mum, I said, reading about it, it sounds a bit like The Kingsman. And then when I was watching it, I kept thinking, this is like The Kingsman. And then you leaned over to me and went, it's like The Kingsman. And then at the very end, they went to a pub called The King's Man. And I'm like, ah.
The same studios that the Kingsman.
Yeah, and Samuel L. Jackson was in it as well.
Yeah.
So,
The Kingsman.
what?
He was dead in the Kingsman.
He was dead in The Kingsman, yeah, that's true. But yeah, really enjoyed it. A bit of an issue with the cinema, which I'll tell you when we get home. But I mean, the cinema itself's really good. The chair was so comfy. I was cold though. I got Jack's gilet and put over me like a blanket because I was rather chilly. And the food and that was nice, but yeah, we had a bit of an issue with the seats. I'll tell you when we get home. But that's us for heading back to Asda, and we will take it from there. We're home and look who's here in her Valentine onesie.
For me and Molly.
What?
For me and Molly.
For you and Molly, yes. And look what I
She heard your name.
got. Hello, Molly. We did get a Domino's. I got a garlic bread, but ooh. I got a garlic bread, but I'm not wanting it. I'm not hungry now. But there is the creamy cookie. There was 2 in the portion. So Abby is going to hold the camera, Or do you want me to film and you cut? I don't know if it'll be warm enough to really give it its full
do you want it
potential.
10 seconds in the microwave.
10 seconds?
5, whatever.
Give it 10 seconds and we'll see.
Ready?
Right, it has had 10 seconds. Come on then, Abby. Let's see what this looks like. It is a cream egg inside cookie dough. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. Diabetes on a plate.
Ladies and well energy.
Oh, hello, Molly. Oh, and wait until I show you Hugo. There he is, look. Hugo has his watermelon on.
Look at the inside of that cookie, Dad.
Brooke managed to get, yeah, look.
Look at that.
Yum. Not for you. Yeah, Brooke's managed to get him to keep it on today. Well, good morning to you all. I hope you're all well. This is now the next day. I didn't go to bed until after 10 o'clock last night, so I decided it would be best just to leave ending the vlog until this morning. We had a really good day, we really did. It was nothing overly exciting, but just the fact that we were out, just the two of us, was really good. The film was good, I have to say. The film really was good. It's one of those films that I would like to watch again, and it does look like there's going to be, I was going to say a sequel, but I think it'll be a prequel. But yeah, really enjoyed it. The cinema itself, the seats were comfortable, but when I booked it online, it gave you a seating plan. The seating plan did not tell you that there were stairs, that you go in at the back of the auditorium and there's stairs down to the front. There's nothing to mark that on the seating plan. So I had basically, I wanted to be able to sit in the middle, and the only way with the wheelchair I thought I would be able to do that was to go down the front. So I had booked the front row right in the middle. And then we got into the actual cinema and realised I couldn't get down to the front row because it was stairs at both sides. It wasn't even like there was a ramp at one side and stairs at the other. So we were like, what do? We didn't want to just sit in the random seats, and it was fine at the back because I take it it's where the wheelchair space is. There was a big space at the back. So I was going to be able to transfer from a wheelchair into one of the recliner seats there, which was fine, but we didn't know if they were booked or not. So Jack had to go all the way back out to talk to the people to find out, look, is there anybody sitting in these seats? And eventually he came back and said, right, we can sit in these ones, which was fine, but it was a headache we really didn't need. I think that I might give some feedback on their website and say, look, you really need to make it clear in your seating plan that there are steps for people like me who I don't want to be restricted to a wheelchair space, because I am able with help to get from my chair into another chair. I don't necessarily want to sit. It's not comfortable sitting for 3 hours watching a film in the wheelchair. So yeah, they really should let people know. Anyway, other than that, it was good. The food was tasty enough, but it was cold by the time we got it because of the carry-on we had. But it was really expensive. I mean, the meal deal, my meal deal was a pepperoni pizza, some mozzarella dippers, with no dip because I didn't like any of the dips they had. The one that I liked was sold out. And a drink. And it was £16. And Jack got the same, but he got chicken strip type things, chicken and breadcrumbs with, it was like chips, but like they called them crispettes or something, basically chips, and a drink, £16. And I got a portion of churros, 3 churros with chocolate dip. So the whole thing came to £36. That was more expensive than the seats. I paid £24 for the seats. So when you think about it, God, that was £60 just to go to the cinema, which is ridiculous. It really is. Now I remember why I've not been for 4 years. It's crazy, especially when you consider that most films come on Netflix or Sky quite soon after it. And we did notice at the start that the film that we watched was an Apple TV original, so it'll probably arrive on Apple TV very soon as well. So, Clyde barking at the squirrels. We really Clyde! We really fancy the new Ghostbusters film that's coming out next month, and I had been going to suggest that we went to the cinema because Brooke loves the Ghostbuster films as well, and I was like, we could all go to the cinema. I could get my mum and dad to watch the dogs, and the four of us could go and watch it. No way. We would be talking over £100 for the four of us to go to the cinema. It's crazy. So anyway, I'm not going to rant about it because it was a really good day. I really enjoyed it. But what I'm saying is, we probably won't go back to that cinema again. It was a nightmare getting out of Glasgow at that time as well. We came right out at rush hour, and where it is, it's not far away from Ibrox, and there was a Rangers game on last night as well, so it was just an absolute nightmare trying to get out of there. And with the carry-on, with the seats were comfy, but the carry-on that we had and with the food and everything, probably won't go back to that cinema again. But the Showcase cinema, which isn't far from here, it's over at Linwood, kind of near where we get the dog food. That's got reclining seats as well. We've never been at it, but we might, if we do go back to the cinema anytime soon, we might go there and see what that's like, see if it's any cheaper. It's crazy, isn't it? Everything's expensive. Woke up to the news this morning that the UK is in a recession. So, let's not get political, but what I'm trying to say is it was a good day. There were some issues, but it was a really good day. I enjoyed it. That cookie from Domino's was delicious, but half is enough. Very, very sickly, but it was nice. It's worth trying. Again, I wouldn't get it regularly. It was £7 for two. Wouldn't get Domino's regularly anyway. The only reason we got it is because it was a thank you to Brooke for watching the dogs, but also because we all wanted to try the cream egg cookie dough thing. Although there's a good chance we're getting Domino's in Helensburgh soon. The next stage of planning has been approved. So, that could be dangerous. Anyway, I am havering on, and I really shouldn't be because I think this is going to be quite a long vlog, so I apologise if it is. But I was out, and I'm never out. And mind you, I'm saying that, I'm going out again next week, which I'll vlog. But it's a nighttime outing. I'll explain that nearer the time. But anyway, I'm going to head off for just now. Clyde, leave the squirrels alone. They're not even at the food bit. They're not even at their wee house. Where are they? You must see them in the trees. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, please do hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It's free, and I would love to have you as part of our crazy family. And talk to me in the comments below, and I'll see you in our next one. Thanks everyone. Bye!